Hey guys, oh, okay, the recording just started. Alright, hey guys, how you doing? I've been looking for team games, but there's actually surprisingly few team games being played right now, so I'm just going to grab a ranked all-pick game. So we're going to hop in and see what's going on over here. Going to be a little bit different than the team games, the captain's mode, and the draft analysis and stuff. Just kind of going to be more off the wall, all-pick, everybody doing their own thing here. So see if this ends up being a little bit interesting. This is ranked though, so we will see if it does end up being entertaining or if it'll just be a kind of serious game. Anyways, yeah, sorry I've been a little absent with uploading content the last couple days. Twitch has been being a little bit of a pain in my butt recently. I've been casting 82L games, but whenever I've gone to upload them on Twitch, it's been segmented into two separate broadcasts, and I don't know why. Like, everything was good on my side. I didn't drop a frame the entire broadcast, and then when I get into Twitch, it just says, you know, you got part 1, part 2. It doesn't say that, but, you know, it's just a 2-part video, and therefore I can't upload directly to YouTube from Twitch, so something funky's been going on, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. Anyways, I'll figure it out and hopefully get some more content. I can still do this locally recorded content, which is totally fine though. Well, it's a little interesting. The pick overlay doesn't work for all picks. So on the Radiant side, I think this is Radiant side. Can't remember which is which. Anyways, one team, we got Faceless Void, Dazzle, Clockwork, against a Brewmaster, an Abaddon, an Invoker, and a Shadow Shaman. So a little bit pushier, a little bit more team fight oriented focus on left side, which I believe is Radiant, but I could be wrong. And then on Dire side, we've got a little more ganky, farmy, fuck your face type deal going on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm liking the new Faceless Void. I faced the Faceless Void earlier today, who rushed Aghanims as his first item, and at first I thought it was a little ridiculous, but the cooldown on his ultimate with Aghanims, so ridiculous. He was casting it like 3 times a team fight. It was just off the wall. Anyways, the orange and pink players here will be receiving a slight gold penalty as they haven't readied up and picked their heroes in time. I also haven't changed my camera, so it doesn't look very smooth. There we go. Alright, cool. So now we're in game here. That was purchasing up the courier, and will be a Nyx Assassin picked up as the last one here. So we've got Magnust Schlonknik on the Nyx Assassin, not affected. Going to be playing the Dazzle. Roko Sifridi going to be on the Clockwork. Motap on the Storm Spirit in the mid lane, and Asian characters which I cannot read on the Faceless Void up in the top lane. Heading towards mid on Abaddon? Mid Abaddon. Alright, we got Conk. Conk? Oh, wait, what? What the hell is this? They got an Invoker, Julia, going to mid, but Abaddon's also here with a Bottle Rush build going mid as well. This almost just seems like a fuck you, I'm mid, no you mid, no I'm mid type deal. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Brewmaster going to be played by Tribadism? Cool, man. I like that sword thing. That's really cool. Extreme going to be playing on the Shadow Shaman. And X-Script going to play on the Mirana. So, got our lineups hashed out here. A little bit pretty interesting. I think this mid lane should go the way of the Dire. However, like, it seriously seems like we've got 2 people fighting over mid here. Like, Abaddon's like, nah, I want mid, and the Invoker's like, dude, I'm fucking picked Invoker, what do you want? So I think that's a little bit of what we got going on here. A little bit odd. So it's from like the second page of the of ranked pub games, so this should be pretty high MMR.
Methinks you
Alright, man, whatever. I guess bullshit can happen at any range, or any range of rating. Anyways, Clockwork versus Brewmaster down on that bottom lane. That's going to be an interesting engagement, but I think Brewmaster comes out on top of that. Shadow Shaman going to be stacking and pulling. He'll join the lane and apply some pressure later on, but Storm having a little bit of a hard time, seeing as he's like up against 2 people here. Invoker throwing out that cold snap and dropping that Storm really low, but he's eating a lot of tower hits. He does eat de-aggro himself right now, so he will be all right. Oh man, this is just some goofy shit. I'm not going to throw a shield on Invoker for half of that too, and I have a feeling they're just being dicks to each other. Yeah, Invoker's like trying to stop cancel to get last hits, and Abaddon's like, no, fuck you. Yeah, he's got way better. Look at this shit. These guys are ridiculous, man. And it was a traditional tri-lane up on the top lane with Faceless Void, the Dazzle, and the Nyx Assassin. So nothing too redonkulous up in that route. Got an off-lane Mirana as well, who's looking like she wants to maybe gank. She's heading in towards... Actually, she doesn't even have arrow. What's she going to do? I don't know. I mean, she's not really getting anything done on top because they're just pulling all day long and she can't get any experience. But, I mean, that detour down to mid lane, not really worth it in any way, shape, or form. No. The Shadow Shaman going to grab himself a double damage rune. Probably won't be able to make too good use of that. I mean, even if he gets an auto attack or 2 off, it's not going to get too much. The top lane. Nyx dancing around here. Yeah, no, he's probably not going to get anything done. Anyways, Faceless Void, the hero who we would have expected to be getting all the farm, is doing exactly that. 15 last hits. The Abaddon jumping right on his face right now, though. Popping off that Aphotic Shield and hitting him pretty decently. The Mirana's trying to follow it up. Might throw an arrow here, but she does. It cracked. It actually lands on the Nyx. And with an Impale turnaround, they pick up the Abaddon, and the Mirana might fall too. She's really low on health, but does manage to escape. Now that courier was holding a bottle, so Abaddon has insisted on taking that mid lane and has grabbed himself a bottle. So if you are that guy in public games that demands to do something stupid, like Pudge mid or like anything, you're like, oh, I'm going to go Abaddon mid when we have an Invoker for no reason. Also, this Invoker, I mean, he got away with it that time, but he made a grave mistake. You always EMP before you Tornado, because if you hit them right at the exact same time, if you go EMP Tornado, bam, it is a free, or it will land that EMP, and there's no way to get guaranteed it. If Storm Spirit had the presence of mind and he wasn't killing the Invoker, he would have just turned around and walked away. But, I mean, doesn't matter. Storm got the kill. Abaddon now up on the top lane, because I think he's finally realized that having 2 mid is probably not a great idea. We'll be helping out that Mirana. Now, he's already done his damage to mid, though. I mean, that Invoker is severely underleveled. Oh, shit. Clockwork got a nice cog battery, assault off on that Shadow Shaman, finished him off. Wasn't much Brewmaster could have done it there. But yeah, Invoker will be really underleveled because of that Abaddon sticking around. Look at this. Storm is almost level 6. Invoker is just past level 4. So, hampered on the farm, hampered on the experience, and, yeah. Anyways, looks like we got an engagement here. Arrow lands on the Dazzle, and they might finish him off there. Yeah, they do with a pop shield. It will finish off that kill. Mirana going to leap herself away from this. Void trying to catch up. Oh my god, that bash! Holy shit! That was the Void that I faced earlier. That was the Void I faced earlier. Frickin' every single time he engaged on anybody, the first hit was a bash. Every time. Without question. And Mirana should have been able to walk away from that no problem. And that bash, man. Holy hell. Sometimes, man. This makes you want to throw your keyboard. Anyways, the amount of disturbance that they've caused this Faceless Void, the Brewmaster is starting to catch up in last hits. He's now 25 over the Faceless Void's 26, so now they're pretty even right now. I don't know if Brewmaster will be carrying as hard as the Void, but I think despite the Faceless Void, the Radiant side last hitting is a little, late game is a little bit better. The Mirana, she can carry into the late game decently. Invoker will have some presence in the late game. Brewmaster always has presence. Abaddon, if you get some farm under his belt, he'll be doing alright. And Shadow Shaman's always an incredible support. Here's like Dazzle and Nyx and even Clockwork start to fall off towards the late game. So, I mean, the Storm and the Faceless will always be really, really good. And if they can get a good advantage early on in the game, they will be just fine and will be ready to, you know, smack some people out later, but, you know, something to look out for. Anyways, we have a hasted Storm coming and looking down for a gank, and I think he's going to find it here. Yeah, he sees him, he ducks right under there. Oh, he gets chicken, but the Impale goes out, they catch 2. Now going in on the Brewmaster. He doesn't have level 6. I was wondering if he'd be able to pop up his ultimate, but does not seem so. Now jumping back in, looking for that Shadow Shaman, and he does not manage to make anything of that. He drops him. I think if he was quick enough on his reflexes, he could have sheeped one and hex the other, and the tower might have been enough to kill one of those, but he was kind of in a bad position, had to turn to be able to do that, and he does fall. Storm Spirit going to find himself in an invisibility rune here as he moves up back towards the mid lane. Might try to use that to kill off the Invoker. I mean, Invoker's got some spells, but not enough, I think, to be able to stop a Raging Storm Spirit. Now, Stormer's gone for an early Bracer. I'm not sure if I agree with that entirely. I don't imagine why a Storm would need a Bracer over something like a Null Talisman or anything. I mean, he doesn't really need the extra health because he's pretty much invulnerable as it is. But anyways, Abaddon jumping in on this Dazzle, wants to finish him off. He doesn't have any points in Curse of Avernus, so he won't be able to slow it down. Arrow flying in, and Dazzle does just miss that as he goes around the tower the other way. But a Mistcoil pops out, and Dazzle, not thinking he was low enough, doesn't pop off the heals or the Shallow Grave. Faces Void going to go in. First hit bash, nope. Doesn't happen, and backs himself up. Invoker now up here, pops off the Tornado EMP, and they do manage to finish off the Void, so they managed to pick themselves up a kill there, and that was one that they really needed. Storm jumps in from the back lines, finishes off the Mirana, and will ball lightning himself away from that.
Tower is under attack.
Storm still looking like he wants to go in here. He's made his presence known as the creep sees him, and with an Impale, they're going in on the Invoker. He might manage to finish him off here. He's really low, but Storm Spirit doesn't have a lot of mana left, and with those Wex stacks, he's running really fast. Abaddon pulling off a decent body block there, and that will get the Invoker out of that no problem.
Grace to you.
Clockwork level 7 now. He's got that hook shot ready to go on whoever, whenever. We'll see if he does. Brewmaster also having his ultimate. He's level 6, has the Primal Spirit. And, oh man, look at that hook. Right past the Brewmaster, grabs the Shadow Shaman and will get himself a kill there while the Brewmaster cannot do shit. That was pretty damn beautiful there. What a Clockwork play. Like 3-0-1. This Clockwork is just doing work. It's doing clockwork. Top lane Mirana just trying to find herself a couple last hits in EXP, but Storm finds her, and she's not long for this world. Gonna try to leap away here, but oh my god, mid-leap she gets Vortex back in, and she's gonna try to pop off her ultimate, but that'll be it. She does die, and that fade time on her ultimate is just huge. Yeah, 2.5 second fade delay on level 1. It's just, ugh. I killed Mirana like that earlier today too. She was, excuse me. She was playing Clockwork, and I hooked in on her, and she leapt away, but I had phase boots up, so I just ran after her and managed to catch up and do a bunch of damage. She tried to Moonlight Shadow, it just didn't happen. Anyways, EMP goes out on the Storm Spirit. He ball lightnings away. Might as well lose all his mana getting away than just sitting there trying to fight. Clockwork is coming in, though. He wants to make something happen, and he's looking for it. He gets the battery assault off on the Abaddon. Abaddon really low, but he wants the Invoker instead. Throws a blind hook, I'm pretty sure that was blind, and catches the Invoker, so very nice kill there. Picks that one off. The Borrow Time does pop off for the Abaddon. Heals up a lot of health, and they're looking for him. The Storm Spirit's in there. He's really dangerous territory, but Abaddon trying to make something out of that, but doesn't happen. And Clockwork picks himself up his 5th kill already, so just going to town, doing work this game. What a Clockwork. What a Clockwork. Faces Void and Dazzle, cutting off this creep wave, letting theirs beat down on this tower a little bit, and Void, a pretty decent track to his Battle Fury. He's 4-1-1, 53 last hits, and oh yeah, he throws out the ultimate. Now looking to see if he can grab this Mirana here, dashing around with that crazy ass movement speed. See if, oh no, the Shadow Poison was dodged. Anyways, Invoker going on the Dazzle, he pops off the Shallow Grave on himself. Arrow gonna fly, not gonna catch anything. Abaddon chasing up onto this Dazzle, and he will fall to the Invoker, actually. Storm Spirit is jumping in the middle of this, though. He's going on the Invoker. Dishing out a ton of damage, but that was purged, or the Vortex was purged instantly. Now really low on health. Clockwork jumps in, gets him run on the backlines, and the Invis Invoker will be there to slow things down. Still no points in Curse of Avernus, and the shield pops up, not going to do enough. Backtracks all the way, toggling strength treads. He's trying to cut his way through the trees, but it doesn't happen. Finally, Mistcoil gets a kill there, Abaddon finishes off the Faceless Void, but two of his teammates have dropped borrowed time, now popping, and this Abaddon's probably going to die here. Storm actually really low, flirting with death there, but he does manage to get himself out. 5-16 is your kill score here. 11 minutes and 22 seconds in, and
Dire's middle tower is under
things
attack.
looking grim for the Radiant team. Fook, it's not Dota. What? What a... How? I don't know what these guys are saying. Anyways,
Dire's
Invoker,
middle tower is
Brewmaster
under
going in on this next assassin, and yeah, they're going, and Nyx is gone. Tornado goes out on him, and he will drop. So, what? Did 4 times 2 solo clock. Yeah, man, this clock is good. This clock is real good, and you know, if the clockwork is really, really good, and you're not prepared, if you're not lined up in your exact right positioning, the clockwork can do that shit. I mean, it's not really any fault of the Shadow Shaman besides just being in an unfortunate position. Now, the Invoker's going to get caught out here. He doesn't have Ghostwalk, I don't believe, because he used it down in the bottom lane. That's going to pop off anyways, and he's really low. Will he catch him? Yeah, one more auto attack, and Clockwork gets himself a godlike streak. 9-0-1. Oh my god. That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Going to hold a haste here and there while Storm Spirit comes to pick that up from the ancient direction. Now, as I was saying with that Clockwork, man, like, just down there. The
Dire's top
Daz,
tower is under
the Shadow Shaman was hiding right about here, and the creep wave was pretty much where it is now. And Clock's sitting over here where he is now, and I mean, just that jump. Once you grab somebody and you're in the cogs and nobody else is there, it's pretty much it. And if you know Clockwork's in the neighborhood, you can stick closer to the creep wave or stick closer to your allies to make sure that you don't get caught in those cogs alone or anything. But I mean, for the most part, it's really hard to see that coming, especially at nighttime, which I believe it was when you got that kill. So little things like that is what makes a really good clock player, and you know, that's kind of how it goes. And if you watch Balda, that's kind of how things turn out for him. Anyways, jumping in on that Marana on the top lane, they managed to pick themselves off the kill. Top tier 1 did go down, but the Serpent Wards are there for them to farm. They're actually dishing out a lot of damage onto this Void. He might have to run himself away. Storm just grabbing up the gold from those now. Yeah, I want to get that Serpent Gold. It is very nice to grab. It's pretty much a creep kill per each of those wards, and they take like 2 hits to get. So if you can tank them up, or if you have a creep wave there to tank them, it's really good to get them. Anyways, Clockwork hooking in, but gets tornadoed up, so that gets denied right now. They're looking for that Invoker there, and they do get the battery assault going. They pull him back into the cogs, and he is Ghostwalk. Do they have the dust available? They do have the dust, but they don't pop it off. Now Marana pops off the ultimate, so they know they're all stealth. Come on, no dust, nothing. They still can't see any of them here. Forward time getting popped off. The dust now goes out, and the Abaddon catching the Clockwork underneath the tower here might fall. No, yes. The Clockwork gets out of that alive. Faceless Void pops in, gets off the Chronosphere, manages to pick up himself up a kill on the Shadow Shaman. Now going on to Marana, but Marana dishing out a ton of damage, but he backtracks 3 attacks in a row. He gets out of that alive. Holy shit. 9-22 your kill score here. 14 minutes into this game, we got more than 30 kills. That is absurd. That is absurd. This Faceless Void now has his Fatal Fury, and will be farming up like a madman. Clockwork, 10-0-4, going straight for a Blade Mail instead of going for an Aghanims or Drums or any of those. And I don't blame him. So just turn all that damage right back around on him, as we saw with that Abaddon underneath the tower. Brewmaster does have himself a Blink Dagger, but he's not really been relevant this entire game. He's been part of 3 kills and has died himself once, but has not been joining in on these major team fights and ganks that have been happening around the map. And he does now. He blinks right in onto this Dazzle, and the Tornado goes out. One more auto attack will finish him off, but he does Shallow Grave. See in a moment. There it goes. It wears off just in time for that attack from the Invoker to catch up with him, and he will fall. 10-22 kill score, and looks like this tier 1 tower in mid is going to drop. There's not much there to stop that. Holy shit. Clockwork. Yeah, jumps in on Abaddon bottom. Gets himself another kill. 11-0-4. That's absurd. Radiant side now trying to push in, getting his Shadow Shaman wards down. Knocking down on this tower. They're doing a decent amount of damage, but Clockwork coming in from behind, gets a hook off on the Marana, picks himself up, but the Tornado goes out. And oh my god, a lot of damage being done to this Invoker between the Blade Mail and the Nyx Assassin. Clockwork dies, gives up 1,300 gold. Oh my god. 2 years going down in that engagement, and the clockwork drops on the dire side. 2 years down for the radiant. And this tower does actually drop to the circle wards. They were beating on it the whole time. Nick's now looking to see if he can grab the Shadow Shaman, who's really low. He's got one of his control spells available to him, but if Nyx gets a good burst out on him, it won't matter. There he goes in the Impale. 1 attack, 2 attacks, there it goes. Faces Void dropping really low. Mirana jumps herself away. Faces tries to jump into the trees to follow her, but he does not manage to find her. Got to pause here as the Brewmaster is disconnected. Face has kind of got himself in an awkward position here, but he can either time walk or Quelling Blade his way out if he needs to. He's got his ultimate ready if this Abaddon gets any further forward. I don't know if they can see him here. Let's see if we can go to Dire Fog. No, they don't know that Abaddon is here, so he's free to run himself away if he does. He's free to run himself away if he feels the need to, but who knows? This Abaddon's been playing really ballsy all game. He might just decide that, you know what, fuck it, let's go, and jump right into all of these guys and die. This is Pub Dota after all. Anyways, he does! There we go, Abaddon jumps right up to the Storm Spirit, miscoils on him, and Faces Void is there. The Storm does actually retreat, and Mirana is caught out by the Nyx Assassin. Storm jumping himself away now as the Tornado EMP comes out. They pause once more. Still wanted to wait for that Brewmaster. Throwing out the ellipses of disapproval. I'm not sure why the 3 dots signify your disapproval. It's just kind of how it's become on the internet. I tend to make fun of people who do that. Type ... I can see that you disapprove of my actions with your dots. Very, very vocal of you to use your dots to tell me that you disapprove of my actions in the game. Anyways, Assassin dropping really low to this combo here, but he should be able to get himself out alright. Got Shallow Grave on him if nothing else happens. And, oh my god, Faces Void jumps right in the middle of this. He's got Chronos Theory, pops it off. Going on the Invoker now, he finishes him off. And he's going to look for the Abaddon. Gets a perfect time lock. And a couple more auto attacks might finish this off. Gets another bash. Oh my god. Hard time going on now. He's trying to TP out of this. And they're going to beat down on something stunned him there. What the hell was that? Not sure what finished him off there. But anyway, what the fuck? What was Brewmaster doing there? I didn't even see him get in. He just like blinked into death? Alright, whatever, man. Got 41 kills in 17 minutes. How do you even do that shit? That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. Anyways, arrow gonna fly in. Not gonna catch anybody, surprisingly. I thought that was gonna hit the Storm. But Impale goes out, return the favor, and does catch on the Mirana. You got an aggressive TP coming in by the Invoker, and he does drop the Tornado. Deafening Blast goes out, but only barely catches Nyx at the edge of it, so not going to do much there. This Void now grabbing himself a Mask of Madness, so he's got that Battle Fury, Mask of Madness. He'll be able to dish out a lot more damage in his time, in his Chronosphere, and yeah. Sexart Invoker build, I'm really liking it actually. Really loving it. It's you know, I've always been a expert Invoker player just because I love Sunstrikes. Like, Sunstrikes just feels so good. And recently I've been experimenting with the Quasflex because I feel it's my duty to do so. Anyways, actually, I'll get back to that in a moment. Clockwork jumps in on this Shadow Shaman, but he is in way over his head. There's 5 people here to defend this, and Shadow Shaman is actually going to survive for now. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, the Clockwork does drop, so that is another kill on him, which is no good. Storm Spirit did jump in the middle of that, grabbed himself a kill on the Mirana, and now he's getting chased down by the Abaddon, but he should be able to get himself out of this. He does have Ball Lightning. Jumps up on the high ground. He is now out of mana, though. They are looking for him. A couple more auto attacks. Oh my god, the Chronosphere, but the shield from Abaddon. The Aphotic Shield will pop off and kill off the Storm Spirit. Now, going in on this Abaddon, trying to finish him off. Lots of damage going out. Promo Split, getting popped off, and these Shadow Shaman wards have dropped, so a lot more damage to come. And they are kind of turning this around. 3 heroes down for 3 right now. Nyx jumps right in the middle of that, gets himself a kill on the Shadow Shaman, and is now dropping pretty quickly to the Brewmaster. Now trying to pop himself off an urn, sorry. And now Brewmaster back to his original form, just trying to see if he can finish off that Nyx, and he realizes he can't. He's going to turn himself around and run away, but he gets first hit bashed by the Void. Now one more attack will finish off that Nyx from the Mirana. She's going to run away, though. Is she going to get caught out? She's really close to getting cogged in here, and Battery Assault goes out first. We'll see. They're probably going to pursue this underneath the tower. Pop off the cogs, now looking for her. And they do not have dust available to get rid of this, so Clockwork gets himself deeper into the woods. We'll probably try to TP out of this. Actually, he doesn't have a TP. He's going to get caught here for sure. Well, it's just him versus the Invoker, so if he just pops off Battery Assault and fights him, he might be able to get him. And yeah, this Invoker now trying to run for his life. He's really low. He doesn't have anything to get him out of this. He's just trying to make something happen. Storm jumps in, steals that kill on the Invoker there, and oh boy, Faceless Void did drop to this pair on the back side of that. So now Storm in a little bit of trouble. He's only got a little bit of mana left, so if he tries to Ball Lightning too far, he might be in trouble. Now getting caught out, shackled up by the Shadow Shaman, and they jump in. They do manage to get this kill. Now Clockwork goes in, hooks and cogs in on a 3, but he's not going to get much done here. He is, yeah, no, that was not smart, sir. He does drop, and we could see the throw of throws coming out here. Anyways, oof. Really low on that Abaddon. Now dropping even lower as a negative Earn Charge goes out on him, but he is going to survive for now, and Nyx is going to have to blink himself away. Should be alright for his retreat. What a crazy game. So, anyways, that engagement kind of didn't stop. Back to Invoker. I'm loving the Quas Exort build just basically because I've realized it's made me a much more diverse Invoker player. When I favored Quas Exort, I would find that I get to the late game and I still wouldn't use many Exort spells. Even when Exort was maxed, I just kind of Wex spells. I mean. Whenever I said Exort there, I meant Wex. I found that when I got to the late game, I still wasn't using many Wex spells. I was just kind of, I was just kind of doing what I'd been doing all game. So I was kind of following the trend, I was, in team fights I wanted to dish out massive damage, so I was using Forge Spirits into Meteor, into Deafening Blast, into whatever. And now that I'm starting to play with Quas Wex, I'm realizing that I can use, Tornado EMP into Meteor, Deafening Blast, into Cold Snap, into whatever. It's making me a lot better Invoker player in general, if not just, but it's also, just making, it's also just a really strong build now, and more just because Exort was nerfed, it's a lot stronger in comparison, but, yeah, I'm really liking it. Anyways, sorry, I kind of wanted to finish that tangent, so I didn't quite commentate that last fight, because it was a bit of a clusterfuck anyways. Both teams just kind of getting heroes jumped on, the Shadow Shaman wards went down, and people died. Lots of people died. Anyway, Storm jumping in now, looking out for that Abaddon. Jumps on him, and dishes out a lot of damage, but the Road Time will pop off, and he heals out back to full, almost, but now Cog's going down. Oh, lots of damage coming in with that EMP, and Clockwork trying to run himself away, throws out the hook shot to try to get a couple feet away, but doesn't happen. And his Void jumps in with a Chronosphere, dishes out a lot of damage, finishes off the Invoker, now looking for the Brewmaster, gets him finished, and the Vortex goes out on the Abaddon, so now dishing out a lot of damage. He doesn't have Borrowed Time, he falls. So in exchange for the Clockwork, they pick themselves up 3 kills on the Abaddon, the Brewmaster, and the Invoker. What a fight. What a fight. There's Storm going over the side shop here. He will pick himself up a Bloodstone, and it's good for him. Where did his boots go? Oh no, he picked them up already. But yeah, going into this Roach, this should be an easy one for them. They don't really have anything to stop him, and the Time Lock will keep him there forever. Dazzle just farming up in that top lane. He's got a mechanism to himself right now, and the Marauder ulti does pop off. They're looking for this, and they're going to walk right into a ward, or into a Static Remnant, but they didn't really seem to note. So now they're going in on this. They sheep up the Storm Spirit, and he will Ball Lightning himself away before he gets caught up, but he doesn't have any mana to continue fighting this. He's going to be in a lot of trouble as his engagement continues. Now, Nyx Assassin in the middle of all this, I guess the wards popped on him. I guess the Shadow Shaman had an idea that was coming. Not sure if they have true sight somewhere, but they do finish off the Nyx. And now Clockwork throws in a hook, but does actually miss that. Marana and Nyx both down right now. Cold Snap up on the Storm Spirit. He's trying to run himself away, but he has no mana. Now Faces Void trying to make this happen. He's got the Chronosphere down. He does get one kill within that. Gets the Invoker. Now trying to get that Brewmaster, but he pops off the Primal Split. The Storm Spirit does drop the backside of that. Now Faces Void going to try to run himself away from this. He did try to get away, but he's getting that Cursing Avernus hit up on him now, and he's going to fall for sure. There goes the Faces Void. What the hell is Abaddon building? What the fuck? Oh man, he's still got a fight going on over here between the Clockwork and the Shadow Shaman. The wards fall, but oh my god. Clockwork does die, and Sorcerer managing to stall off long enough that he gets out of that. Now Sorcerer trying to take this fight by himself, but he does get shackled up, and they're just beating away on him. I don't know if he's going to manage to survive this. He's just going to run himself away from this, but he doesn't have mana anymore. And he's so slow, he gets sheeped up, and he's going to try to zip away, but that is the absolute last of his mana. Still trying to slow him, finish him off, and they're really close. Brewmaster does die in the midst of all this, and Sorcerer now trying to run away with that Shallow Grave up on him, but he's only got one or so hit left. Finally, the Ecrotic Shield pops and finishes him off. Brewmaster falling in exchange for the Storm Spirit. Now, I'll look for this Dazzle. He doesn't have any mana, doesn't have any way to get himself out of this one. Might be able to pop off the Weave or something, but no, he does drop inside the base. All 5 heroes down on the side of the Dire, and we could be seeing a comeback here. Could be seeing a comeback. Roshan never fell in that entire fight, so still standing, tall and proud. Don't try kill me, says the Shadow Shaman. You'll feel my wrath.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Clockwork hooks in on 2, grabs the Invoker and the Cogs, but he force-stats himself out in a heartbeat, and the EMP comes up, pops off all of Clockwork's mana. Not really relevant because he popped off all of his spells already, but he gets shoved away, and that'll be that for that engagement. Now, Heaven's Halberd up on the Abaddon. Still holding on to that Belt of Strength for God knows what. I'm not sure what the point of that was, but anyways. Faces Void, throwing up these Ancients here, and like I said, I do kind of favor the late game of the Radiant side a little bit more. And I mean, the late game on Dire is really good. Like I said, between the Faces Void and the Storm Spirit, there's a lot to look forward to in that 40-50 minute mark. But I just don't know if they can deal with the control. I mean, the Shadow Shaman shackles, the inevitable Sheaf Stick on the Invoker, the Brewmaster just doing what Brewmaster does, the Primal Split, and we see the Abaddon jumping in the middle of fights, being a real pest, and especially with that Heaven's Halberd now, it's going to be a big deal. But anyways, jumping in on this Nyx Assassin now, they've got True Sight, but Clockwork jumps in. This is a giant clusterfuck of everything. Primal Split goes down, Storm Spirit jumping in the middle of this, getting the Vortex out on the Marana, now trying to jump himself away, get out of this fight. Faces Void dropping really low, and he does fall. The Aegis will be popped right now, and they're looking for the Storm Spirit. They do chase up the Clockwork. They turn around when they realize Faces Void is going to get away, and now trying to shift their focus to that, leaving the Clockwork and the Storm Spirit on the back line. Now looking for this Dazzle. The Ice Wall goes out, and he's slowed. He's going to drop for sure. Might be able to pop the Shallow Grave off on himself for a short while, but that is going to be pretty short-lived. Now the Chronosphere does come out, catches up everybody, but the Clockwork will manage to finish off. Actually, what the hell? What? Oh no! I see what happened. Clockwork popped off an Aquatic Shield on the Abaddon, which eventually killed the Dazzle. Now, going in on the Abaddon, don't even care about borrowed time. They just pop him back to full health, and we'll be dropping him pretty shortly thereafter. Maybe be able to turn on the Nyx. No, he's going to drop so many bashes. And Shadow Shaman, did he buy back? I don't think he bought back. I think he just spawned really quick. So anyways, a team fight getting turned around there. Dire side does have a really good advantage now. Like I said, almost double the kills at the Radiant side, and they've been farming arguably better. If you look at the net worth, Storm Spirit and Faces Void sitting on top, with Brewmaster and Abaddon sitting right below them. Clockwork and Nyx underneath that. Invoker and Marana, 2 heroes that should have a lot better net worth, have absolute abysmal gold to their names right now. Anyways, looking at the EXP graph, we see about 20,000 in the way of the Dire side, and looking towards the gold graph, about 7,500. So EXP a lot more in their favor just because of how they made these fights out, but the gold graph a little bit closer. I mean, 7,500 is still nothing to scoff at, but anyways. Another cool strategy I read up on Reddit the other day. Tornado stacking. with Invoker. If you use Tornado at the exact right moment, you can actually stack a camp by throwing it into the air with Tornado. Now it's really difficult. You kind of have to throw it right at like the 59-second mark, and it gets easier when you have higher ranks of Wex? Quas. Higher ranks of Quas will affect how long they get lifted in the air for. But, especially on the Radiant side, if you walk over to right here, and well actually you have to be a little further up so you don't block the camp yourself, but at like 57, 58 seconds, you throw a Tornado down through here. If you have high enough ranks in Wex, you can lift both camps into the air and stack them both at the exact same time. It's a really, really cool trick, and it maximizes the gold efficiency in your jungle, because that is an infinite stacking trick. You can stack a camp as many times as you want using that, because you never have to pull them. You just throw them up in the air, and every unit will be affected by your Tornado. Until you get mud golems, but you can do that on hard camps and easy camps as much as you want. So really, really cool trick. Some of you guys should try out, especially if you're playing as Invoker. It's just a way to get yourself a lot more gold. Anyways, Nyx gets caught in the trees as he gets sheeped up. Clockwork jumping right in. Balls of Steel goes in on this, and EMP, Deafening Blast, Tornado, hitting up on these guys. They're really low, but they're down in the trees where nobody can see him. Faceless Void, in addition of the damage, finishes off the Mirana, will work his way onto that Invoker. Oh my god, Invoker really, really, really low, but he is trapped in these trees here. He will fall in a matter of moments. Yeah, they do see him as he walks into that. Actually, that wasn't their sentry ward. I don't know what saw him, but he doesn't manage to get picked off there. Oh. Faceless Void pursuing onto the Abaddon, looking to see if they can catch him out, but Drum's getting popped off. Abaddon should be able to run himself out of that until Clockwork comes in with an awesome hook, picks him off, and now they're just trying to lock him down. They do have the cogs to hold him in, but Faceless Void, yeah, jumping in. There it goes. Abaddon falls, and now 30 to 54 the kill score at 31 minutes. So we've been looking at what's this? This is almost 3 kills a minute this entire game. That is ridiculous. Monkey King Bar and Black King Bar up on the Faceless Void. 2 proprietary bars. Anyways, Storm Spirit jumping into the base, being a dick. Now going to get himself caught out. Does he is out of mana? Okay, they're not going to pursue. Probably could have and finished him off, but you know, unless you click on him, check that mana, you never really know if he's just going to continue to run away freely or not. Clockwork did get that Aghanims, as I mentioned, so he's got a really low cooldown on his hook shot. You can jump around, do that whenever, but he's going to run into some mana problems. He has absolutely no mana. He does have a gem. That was how they spotted. That was how they spotted out the Invoker earlier. So this is Void. Mad Mana farm, 178 last hits. I guess that's not like Madman, but it's pretty damn good. Brewmaster did finish his Aghanims as well, so he's got a lot of perks to his ultimate. I love the Aghanims on him. Gives his Earth Spirit Thunderclap, Storm gets Drunken Haze, and Fire gets Drunken Brawler. So you basically get a get a huge bonus to each of your storms when you pop off that Primal Split. Makes them a lot more formidable. Anyways, what is there interesting to look at here? Dazzle got himself 2 bracers, 1 for each arm. Make sure he is well covered there. Abaddon grabbed himself a point booster. Not sure what that's for. Oh, there's an Aghanim Scepter on borrowed time. What the fuck does that do?
Double damage.
What? Huh. I wonder what that would do. To give him more, probably just gives you more time on borrowed time, eh? Lower cooldown, more time. I'm actually gonna look that up right now. Borrowed time Aghanims. I misspelled Aghanims. I'm getting... What the hell? Let's see here. There's... Oh, Clockwork. Jumping right in, looking for that Shadow Shaman. We'll probably finish him off here, but he can't attack his way out of the cogs quite yet. Shadow going to run his way back towards his team, but yeah, Clock's going to catch up and finish him off. Now, big fight going out here. Faces Void, gets the Chronosphere off, going to finish off the Invoker. Now looking to see if he can fight up this Brewmaster and this Abaddon, but he's pretty squishy for how much damage they have, and he's going to try to run himself away. Time Walk will get him a decent amount, but he's still pretty slow from the... Looked like that was the maim from the Sanj. And yeah, he does fall there. 1,000 gold getting given up there, and the Clockwork jumps in the middle of this, but I don't think that was a wise idea. He's now going to get beat down on by the Brewmaster and the Abaddon, but now Storm Spirit jumps in the middle of this, grabs up the Brewmaster, so Clockwork's going to be fine for now. Storm looking back for that Abaddon, but he has no mana himself. Clockwork hooks in on this, and Borrowed Time gets popped off. Now, he's trying to run himself away, find some place where he can go. Doesn't have a TV scroll, so he can't teleport himself out of this. Just trying to run for it. Nyx blinks forward, gets the Impale out. Another Clockwork Sun comes out, Vortex, and he is going to fall. One more death, and 32 to 59 kill score here. That is just absurd. Anyways, let's see. Where is Borrowed Time here? Borrowed Time. Abaddon. Increases the duration to 5, 6, 7 instead of 3, 4, 5. Alright, so you get 2 more seconds in your Borrowed Time. I don't think that's worth the Aghanim to pick up. I think if it reduced the cooldown even further to like 30 or 20 seconds, that would be really good, but it's kind of meh. Arrow lands on the Storm Spirit. Tornado trying to catch him out, but it doesn't. He's actually really low on mana. If they can manage to get a shackle or something on him, they might be able to finish him off here, but they aren't going to find it. Now they do get the sheep or chicken or whatever you want to call it. Now it's starting to beat down on him. He's got a little bit of mana now as he's regened a lot, but with that Deafening Blast and the Cold Snap, they're going to finish him off. They grab the Storm Spirit for 407 gold, going the way of the Shadow Shaman there, who picked up that kill with the Ether Shock. Now, Nyx coming in here is going to walk right over a Sentry Ward, though. They know he's there, and instantly pops off the Spike Carapace. Going to try to get himself out of that. Clockwork jumps in the middle of all this, gets the Cogs off onto the Storm Spirit, and with a Dagon, he's going to get finished off. Now looking to pick off this Invoker, who has absolutely no mana, no way to get himself out of this. Just got to pop off Wex Stacks and get those Phase Boots up and try to run. He's doing exactly that, but he gets hooked up on and will get finished off by the Clockwork. Now Brewmaster jumping in the middle of this, pops off the Primal Split. Now trying to make something happen, but his micro is a little bit poor. He can't decide where he's going to go. Throws out the boulder on the Clockwork, going to chase him down, doing a lot of damage right now as he does this. Sending off the, he's kind of got his spirits doing odd things. Faces Void pops off that Chronosphere. He's trying to beat down on that Abaddon right now, and Abaddon, Borrowed Time, will pop off. Oh my god, he dropped really low. I think the cooldown just came off there, and he's going to get away from now. Clockwork dropping really low. Mirana should be able to get that kill with one last auto attack. She leaps forward over the trees. She does manage to get that. Clockwork done. Ice Wall going to go down, try to save the Invoker from getting chased up there. And the Brewmaster does fall in the Faces Void in the meantime. Now Time Walk forward, looking to see if he can grab this Invoker really, really close. One auto attack goes out. It won't be that first hit bash that he wanted. Arrow going to fly, going to miss on that Faces Void as he retreats back out. Now we're probably looking at towers here. Ooh, what? I heard Storm zip-zopping, ready to go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He was just dipping forward for the sake of gaining a little bit of ground. Anyways. Tier 3 tower getting beaten on now. There's only 2 heroes left to defend this, and I think they might be able to stall it up a little bit, but, I mean, yeah, Tornado EMP, yeah, they might be able to make something happen for a little bit here, but I think this Rax will probably fall. Faces Void focusing the range Rax instead, as it doesn't regen, and he's not sure he's going to be able to get out in time, but they do manage to get that kill. Now, Storm Spirit jumps in the middle of all this, gets a Vortex out on Mirana. They're trying to finish her off, but they don't have enough control. She leaves herself away. Now, Chicken is the Storm Spirit, and, Mirana throwing an arrow, is going to miss. Would have caught that Nyx if he had kept walking the way he was, but he did turn back now. And that arrow did catch a Faces Void, it didn't catch that. Now Storm jumping back into the middle of this, manages to pick himself up a kill, and the Invoker Chronosphere goes down, and the head of Shadow Shaman will die. 34 to 66 the kill score right now, and 2 more kills for the Dire side, and they will pick themselves up a doubled kill victory or kill lead. We are looking at 100 flat kills in this game at 38 minutes. That is crazy. Crazy high kills. I cannot believe it. Anyways, Faces Void grabs himself an Eagle Song, so we'll be looking towards that Butterfly. I think he can almost buy it up right now. He's a couple gold away. Yeah, after farming up those Ancients, he will have his Butterfly, and that is flying out to him right now. Abaddon, still really tanky, still holding on to that Belt of Strength for God knows what reason. Don't know what he meant to do with that. I think probably when he was building his Sanj for the Heaven's Halberd, he probably just was mashing the button and just accidentally double-clicked it and bought 2 and was like, fuck it, take it. Anyways, looking at Roche now. Faces Void, just going to bash the hell out of him. He's got that butterfly attack so damn fast. And certainly, there he goes. Now, Roshan going to fall. Storm Spear going to grab that because Faces Void's pretty damn close to 6-slotted. Could probably sell off that Master Madness or the Battle Fury if he wants something else, but for all intents and purposes, he is 6-slotted. Storm Spirit as well, coming pretty close up on him. Still not sure I understand the drone, so it's kind of an odd pickup, but does have a Bloodstone and a Siphon Vice, so that's more than enough to be considered usual. Man. Got some games where I have to talk a lot. It gets me kind of tired. I think I just yawn to like stretch out my jaw. I'm not actually tired, it's just more of a, oh, I gotta fix it. Anyways, down on the bottom lane, Storm jumps in right onto the Shadow Shuttle. We'll probably finish him off before anything can happen there. Arrow flies, not going to catch anything, and the Storm Spirit does drop to a Dagon from the Nyx. Now Mirana gets cogged in on, and is she going to manage to leap herself out of that? No, she doesn't. I think she got stunned at mid-cogs. Now Chronosphere going down, going to beat down on that Invoker. Now looking for that Abaddon, and Proton going to pop off. He's really, he's about to start regenerating a lot, but doesn't manage to. Proton now off, and the arrow flies in, going to catch off that Storm. Clockwork hooks in once again, manages to finish off a kill. Actually, Brewmaster got the kill on the Faces Void got the kill on the Brewmaster. Now looking towards that Mirana, she's the only person left alive on her team. Going to make it back into spawn. It looks like this will probably be GG for Radiant side. They are taking a lot of damage, and now pushed in on the tier 3s. Mirana going to drop, and Faces Void going to go to work on the rack. So I don't think it was doubt in anybody's mind where this game was going. From about this point, from about this 30-minute mark where it was like, 10,000-ish to 24,000 gold. I mean, there was still an opportunity to turn it around at about the 28 to 30-minute mark. It was looking bad, but you still could have made it happen. But now it's just kind of gone out of control. Easiest game of my life since the Dazzle, who is 1-11. And now 28 kill Void, carrying his team to victory. And Mega Creeps get spawned up here, so I think we'll see a actually, this is pub game, it's not team, so there is no GG call. It's just going to have to be a ancient kill, so we'll see this in a second. But anyways, GG to both teams. Kind of a crazy mess of bullshit this game. Like I said, friggin' just, yeah, oh my god, this Void. Godlike streak, dives the fountain. And, oh my god, he's evading so many hits from the fountain that it's just ridiculous. I mean, between backtrack and butterfly, you can kind of survive anything as Void. Anyways, Ancients will die to creeps, and that will be the end of this game. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a little more ridiculous than most games I usually cast, as I usually try to tend to stick to more organized team games, but this is pretty entertaining in and of itself. So, anyways, thanks for watching. It's been an awesome time doing this for you. I promise I will keep to my content per day schedule on YouTube, but things have just been a little awkward for me with Twitch. They've been kind of sketchy with me. So, anyways, I will figure it out. I'll figure out my Twitch stuff, but anyways, continue to join me for my live stream broadcast of the Amateur Dota 2 League on Twitch TV/Cptn.Canuck Dota. That will be happening every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time if you're where I am. And anyways, yeah, keep an eye out. Let me know if there's any kind of content you guys would like to see, because I am willing to open myself up to suggestions. I love casting, but I'll also do hero reviews, self-analysis, etc., this and that sort of thing. I'm always looking to expand. So let me know if you guys like to see any of that below. And otherwise, have yourselves a great time, and be sure to check me out on Twitch, as I said before. Thanks. Flub it over there. I can't even acknowledge that I'm screwing up without screwing up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.